Welcome to another episode of Rez Table Talk with your hosts, Mo, Bran, and Coach. Welcome back, community, family, friends, and relatives. And you are now checked into Rez Table Talk. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rez Table Talk. Today we have some special guests here to talk about a program that we have going on called Good Medicine. So today we have Lori, Carlos, and Zeke here Zeke is going to take on a different role today. So he's actually one of our guests because he is also part of Good Medicine.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Go ahead, Brandy.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was my turn yet. All right. So Good Medicine time had started back in November, right before the holidays. And we have been extremely excited with being able to continue the programming until the end of June. And so in June, we're hoping that we can bring all of our special guests here to Standing Rock and provide some services for a week-long,
good time.
Gathering. Good time. Yeah, gathering good time. So let's start. Let's get busy. Let's start with one of you. Who wants to go first? So I can, pick apart. Okay, Coach. Oh,
Coach.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead, Lori. We'll save him for last.
Thanks, Lori.
Happy to save you any day. Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah. So I'm Lori Woodley, founder of All It Takes, and I am so grateful to be a part of Good Medicine time. I've been working with primarily the youth, but also with some educators and parents up on Standing Rock since 2016. And we often bring youth and adults down to some leadership trainings, and so many of the youth from the Youth Council have done it and really have had really great experiences that kind of elevate their ability to go back into the community and just make things happen that matter to them. And I just feel so grateful for Good Medicine time and our opportunity to be a part of it and a part of your community every week, at least twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Great.
Carlos, then I would like to ask you if you could tell us a little bit about Generation Red Road and then what you see as your role in Good Medicine.
Yes, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Carlos Rivera, one of the leadership and founders at Generation Red Road, which we're located in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's where home is. At this point, we're a international nonprofit, I would say. We've been able to provide training and technical assistance to tribes outside of the United States. And then also, of the 520 something tribes here in the United States, we utilize a program called the Red Road Approach, which is the foundation to a lot of our programs that we utilize, which was founded back in the late 70s, early 80s by now who's our mentor, who's our elder, Gene Thinelk. So we're happy to be a platform to distribute this program on a wide scale, to all people of the four directions, whether it's red, yellow, black, or white, that, this program can definitely impact not only Native communities, but all communities. So with that, we were asked and invited to be a part of Good Medicine, and we were excited to be able to participate in Good Medicine and provide again these teachings that could help our relatives in Standing Rock and those in the surrounding area. So we definitely play a part in it. I think there's a whole team of helpers that are making this happen, and so we're doing our part, and we look forward to what's to come in this near future. Thank you.
Thank you. So next up we have Coach, aka Zeke. And so I would like to hear from you about, you have an organization called 365. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what you see as your role in the Good Medicine programming?
Yeah, so 365 started actually because of Brandy. And so, yeah, Brandy kicked it off. So while I was in Lower Brule, the community, they had, a community center and they had some activities, but they wanted some activities for fitness for adults. There wasn't anything for adults. And so they approached me about starting a boot camp for them. And so with that, we used the high school gym. We did 3 days a week for an hour in the gym, and it was boot camp circuit style. And so I would facilitate that. And then that kind of grew into like participating in a couple of 5Ks and 3K runs. And then it started with like community walks and some different running programs, or just kind of running for like epilepsy. And so that group kind of formed what 365 was. And then Lex Moore was in Lower Brule and got connected to Brandy, who reached out to me and then brought us out to Marty, and we put on a boot camp, kind of a fitness kickoff. And that's where 365 got started. And the whole idea behind 365 is just having a conscious decision to do something for yourself, healthy eating, healthy living, just if you're practicing mindfulness or meditation, it doesn't have to be working out, but it's just doing something for yourself that's going to help you and make you feel better on the day to day. And so from there, 365 has grown from the fitness into life coaching, business coaching, and then we also do training for individuals, groups, families, and out here. And we're actually out in the Los Angeles area, but we're doing some different activities online, again, with the Standing Rock Youth Council. We're doing some Zoom meetings. We're doing some different things because now that's what it's become, right? And so we have access to more people, more communities. And that's, so that's how 365 all got started. Brandy kicked us off.
Then what do you see as your role in the Good Medicine programming?
Being a part of it since December, it's interesting because I think I'm the one providing medicine for the community, but it's the other way around, right? Having a community and having individuals surrounded that just want fitness and want to work out, or, they're logging on for every workout and they're communicating, and we're going back and forth. And so I think the contributing on the fitness and the mental health side for Good Medicine has been good on both sides, just for myself. And I know Arthur really appreciates it. And, when we sit down and talk about, what our communities need for a workout, that, when you're at home and there's snow outside, so you can't go out and walk, or a community center is closed because of an event that's happening, so what can you do at home? So we try to really, really be mindful of, if families don't have equipment, and, how do we make that happen? I know that, example, Brandy sent out some bands, which is real helpful because we can do a lot of things with just having one piece of equipment at the house. Again, it doesn't take up a lot of space, or, it's not a bench and a squat rack, but we can do just enough, again, for our community. So that's I think the role for 365 is coming in and helping with the fitness and health and wellness, and just getting the community to be able to participate at home, and you don't need fancy gyms and toys.
Okay, so circling back.
I know I have been watching the news and talking about, another surge of COVID with the pandemic, just continuing on. Do you feel that this curriculum would be beneficial to help the people of the community to have, or to maybe communicate better with one another in a household, since we have the shelter in place still standing at Standing Rock?
You're asking me that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that no matter who we are, where we are, when we can recognize what really baits us and triggers us and approach it with a more empathetic, compassionate, and, you know, effective way of communicating, recognizing that I need a break rather than exploding, or understanding that, you know, our kids or teenagers who are exploding at us is not personal, that we are under COVID times. We're really under each other's skin right now. And how do we do that well so that being under each other's skin doesn't turn toxic? And so I think that learning to live under one roof peacefully and warmly and compassionately is important for all of us.
Right. Thank you.
Well, hey, the beauty of
so then I think I kind of want to circle back to Brandy, just because Brandy, when did you and I meet? When did you come on?
We met, I want to say, must have been the spring of 2020.
Okay.
No. I take that back. We met in April, May of 2019, because you helped me with the grant stuff.
Okay. So when Brandy and I first met, she was having some difficulties with her grant. And it was in that initial meeting that she actually invited me to attend a Generation Red Road training. And so I had went, and I was just blown away, you know, especially with some of the teachings in there about like focusing on the ceremony inside, and you know, viewing women as the first pipe, and then of course the sacred tree teaching, all of these amazing teachings. And so then when I attended that, then, you know, the next opportunity for training for the youth was the All It Takes camp in California. And so my gift back to Brandy for the Generation Red Road was to invite her to All It Takes. And so, you know, this beautiful thing happened when Brandy decided to create the Good Medicine programming. And then we obviously noticed that there was a gap in there about, you know, when we look at like all the different areas of health, there wasn't that physical health aspect in there. And that's closely tied to mental health as well. So Brandy brought in Coach then, you know, so this beautiful thing came together to create Good Medicine. So I kind of wanted to ask Brandy why she wanted to create Good Medicine, and like what she hopes the community gets out of it.
I'm feeling that you must have spoke to Tina last night or something, because, you know, this is like a little deja vu here. Okay, so I got some fun facts that obviously need to be shared, because, you know, I'm a common person that have the same common issues with life. So during the beginning of the pandemic, I was sick, and actually I was sick the whole time at All It Takes, and pushed myself to the max, and got myself even more sicker. So when I got back and, you know, got fixed, right, it was not a good turning point for me, being isolated in the hospital and having, you know, some physical issues. And so the contact that I had with Lori and her team was powerful, because everybody was checking in just to see, you know, one, did we make it back okay? And two, you know, did we, you know, manage to get through without COVID? But as the days were going and we were at home, the depression had set in, and the feeling of, you know, just not wanting to come out of the little dark hole that I was in really made it more easier to just, you know, sink deeper and deeper. And even though there were days where, you know, I would feel good enough to get dressed, and then I would sneak off to the res and, you know, work under the radar and, you know, tell people, don't tell that I was here, but let's get this done and let's get you help. Those were the good days, but I can't say that they were consecutive, you know. because